two founding myths of Muslim modernism. Those myths are, number one, this view that Islamic culture, philosophy, etc., had a huge influence on the European culture. And in fact, it is sometimes claimed that that's what actually helped to bring out the European culture from its dark ages. Number two, the other founding myth, and even more important, is that the European culture has two sides to it. Modern European culture, modernity, the European culture or European civilization, which came into existence after the demise of Christendom. The European culture has two sides to it: exterior. Now, this exterior side is, according to this myth, materialistic, power-hungry, morally corrupt. But then there is an inner reality of this Western culture, interior, and that interior consists of science, philosophy, search for knowledge, curiosity in general, science and philosophy and knowledge, etc., and technology as well, I guess. And this interior is actually the continuation of Islamic influence. And this exterior is either the continuation of the pagan traditions or their exaggeration, and also an exaggerated reaction against the Christianity, which barred people from every sort of pleasure and all those things, which was anti-matter as such, anti-desire, anti-pleasure. So that was a unhealthy reaction to that unhealthy attitude of Christianity. And according to Islamic Bal, what Muslims should do is to take up the interior of the Western culture, because it is their own lost tradition. But the fear is that they will be more attracted toward the exterior and they will ignore the interior. So that's the fear we should ward off, we should avoid. So we should avoid being dazzled by the exterior, which is just shallow, and go to the interior and inward reality of the European culture, which is all good. So this is the basic myth of Muslim modernism, that the essence of and the soul of the Western culture is actually very good, because partially, in part, it is actually the continuation of the Islamic influences on Europe. And we should try to relearn that tradition from the European, but we should try to unlearn and avoid the exterior. And we can do that because our religion is not like Christianity. It's due to both body and soul, both the matter and the spirit, etc. So that's the crux of what we looked at in the last two sessions. Okay, so so there's the most we did this last time, so we just quickly read it to keep it context. The continuity, the most remarkable phenomenon of modern history, and Iqbal is writing around 1920 or something like that. However, is the enormous rapidity with which the world of Islam is spiritually, that is intellectually moving towards the West. There's nothing wrong in this movement because of the reasons I just talked about. For European culture on its intellectual side is only a further development of some of the most important phases of Islamic culture. So, see, our only fear, now you're talking about fear, is that the dazzling exterior of European culture may arrest our movement, the Muslim movement, and which is actually that's what has happened. And we may fail to reach the inwardness of that culture, that is of the European culture.